Hi, and Kiora Onyu here to chat about Redpath Weedmat ground cover. The Redpath Weedmat is manufactured from a tough woven commercial-grade polypropylene. Our Weedmat is used nationwide and exported throughout the Pacific. It is used extensively for commercial applications such as the nursery industry, for orchards, roading, and general landscaping for horticulture and farms. It's also popular for lifestyle block holders and for the home. Redpath Weedmat is a heavy-duty fabric that has a weight of between 100 and 105 grams per square meter. It is UV stabilized, and its black color helps it to last for years and years out in the field. Many weed mats are either non-woven or light in weight, and this can make them unsuitable for many applications or make them last only a short time in New Zealand's harsh sun. Standard widths for our weed mat is 1.2 meter, 2 meter and 3.66 meter. There is also an extra wide width of 5.25 meters, which is a popular width if you have very large areas of ground to cover. Redpath can also offer custom size widths and roll lengths if you have a specific large project. Custom sized roll orders do have a minimum order quantity. The wider rolls of 2 meter, 3.66 meter and 5.25 meter are folded in half on the roll, and this makes them more efficient for freighting around the country. The construction of our weed mat is a thick woven intersecting strand design that is tight enough to block the majority of light to the ground and thus preventing most weeds from growing. We also take care not to make the weave too tight, as this keeps the weed mat naturally permeable to the air, and this allows the soil beneath the weed mat to breathe, which helps prevent the development of fungal growths in the soil beneath. The design of the weave is to help ensure that the soil is less likely to become stagnant and reduces the likelihood of the soil going sour over time. Redpath Weedmat is also porous to water, and this is super important as it allows essential nutrients and water to travel through the fabric to the roots of your plants. At the same time, the Redpath Weedmat will slow the evaporation release of moisture away from the soil caused by wind or solar energy. This then conserves water in the soils around the plants and makes it available. This can be an important consideration for plantings that are done in summertime. Another consideration when using our weed mat is that if you have very aggressive weeds or grasses in your soils or nearby, then you might want to consider placing a double layer of the weed mat on the ground to even further restrict light getting to the soil, or placing scoria or material on top of the matting will also give a similar effect. Keep in mind that weed mat will not 100% suppress weeds, but it will suppress the vast majority of common weeds. Also, if weed seeds are dropped onto the top surface of the weed mat after installation, then weeds may still get a foothold. Redpath weed mat will generally promote healthier plants, provide a cleaner landscape, and save you valuable time with weeding maintenance. It will often also reduce your costs related to weed spraying, and at the same time reduce the exposure of yourself or others to potentially hazardous sprays. Our weed mat is usually secured to the ground using the Redpath galvanized wire weed staples. The spacing for these staples is typically 1 meter apart, although along outside edges of the weed mat or where the weed mat might overlap another layer, you can place the weed staples at 500 millimeters apart. For very windy sites or severe sloping sites, it can be wise to consider placing more staples per square meter. Laying heavy materials such as bark, wood chip or stone on top of the weed mat will of course also further help secure the weed mat to the ground. The weed staples are supplied in 2 lengths. The most popular is the 130 mm or 5-inch length staple, and these are used in the most common soils found in New Zealand, which are clay-based and mostly compact. The longer length 225 mm or 9-inch staples are used if you have loose or sandy soils or for very high wind locations. Please be sure to pull the weed mat tight and keep it flat to the ground when installing. If possible, try to avoid wrinkles or folds. Redpath weed mat includes green marker lines along the full length of the row, and these are spaced at 300 mm apart. These marker lines give our customers a layout guide to follow when they are laying out or planting their plants. The 2 meter, 3.66 meter and 5.25 meter row widths are folded in half, and this allows us to offer efficient freight delivery around New Zealand. Each row is wrapped in clear polythene for protection during transport. You can have your weed mat delivered direct to your door, or Redpath can deliver it to your closest main freight depot to reduce the freight cost. You can purchase Redpath weed mat and ground staples directly from our website. Just choose the width of roll and then the quantity. Discounts are offered for 5 or 10 roll orders on selected sizes, and you will receive a further discount when you complete your order in Redpath's secure shopping cart. Prices for the various widths are shown here. Prices are plus GST. These prices are current as of the month of May 2025. We can also email you a quote, and all you need to do is email us at the address shown here or call us on the Redpath free phone number. We hope that this video was informative, and we ask you to please like this video or follow Redpath on our Facebook or Instagram pages to receive the latest information from Redpath. Or please feel free to call in and visit Redpath at our factory. We are located at 16 Bounty Place, Kelvin Grove, Palmerston North. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and let's talk again soon.